Hello, you. Welcome back to In Pyjamas with me, your host, Stuart Wilson de Jour, the reading, writing podcast for authors and other bookish creatives. Now, let's meet this week's guest, who is a dark fantasy romance writer from the States and is in the finishing stages of her debut novel, The Moonwitch Chronicles. It's author Regan Nikole.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, and thank you so much for joining me on this week's episode.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Before we get into it, can I just say that the content warnings for the Moonwitch Chronicles already have me gagged with anticipation?
I know. Yeah, there are a lot. There's so much.
Like, did you set out with the intention to hit as many as possible, or did they just evolve as you were writing?
They just evolved. I had no intention of it being that dark. I started as just like, oh, it's going to be a fantasy. It'll be so fun and so light. And then I literally like dive into it within like the first two chapters and I'm like, oh, actually, a little too dark.
We're going in. Yeah.
I couldn't control myself. It's just like I was typing away. I was just sitting there going, and I'm like, yeah, this is super dark.
And like, do you feel like 'cause it has to come from somewhere, like obviously your brain, but because I am a firm believer that we draw things out of us when we are writing, whether we choose to or not. Um, like, did you feel that, or was it just I'm really going to make this character on the opposite side to what I imagine this character to be?
Um, I kind of set off as it being something completely different, but I took a lot of my own trauma and put it into the book. So I felt a lot of that. It was it was pretty intense actually because it led to a lot of like me facing things that I never had to face before.
Sure.
And drawing that out through Hazel was an experience.
Do you feel do you feel like Hazel is a part of you then? Like, do you like has it healed any part of you because you've poured
It
out
has.
so much?
It has. Yeah, definitely. I had a lot of things that I couldn't face up until I wrote this story. And Hazel has become a part of me in the sense of my childhood and the things that I experienced. And then trying to grow up and be stronger, I guess I should say. I'm not really sure how to like verbalize it, but
I don't think we should or you should use be. I think you are
Mhm.
strong, and you have strength from somewhere within that you may or may not have thought you had, because actually you've written a bloody good book. Like, you are strong. Like, come on, girl. Like, come on.
I feel that way now. Like I've talked about this a lot, but with Hazel, like she's very like timid and shy, like can't really like speak up for herself. And that's how I was up until, I met my husband and he was like, why do you feel scared to talk to people? Why are you so scared to like have your emotions? Like let it out. You're good. Like you're in a safe space. Um, so that's kind of been a big part of it too.
I love that. You clearly have the perfect husband, the healing husband. That's what we are going to call him.
Yeah, the healing husband, 100%. He is my favorite
The
person.
healing, yes. Oh my God, you're going to melt me. I love that. And can I just say, The Healing Husband sounds like a bloody brilliant book title. Like,
It really does. Like, should I write that?
making a note of that. Race you.
Let's see who types it first.
Yeah, oh, you're definitely winning. Oh, so we don't need to break the ice, but would you like to play tit or tat with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. So let's go.
All right.
Paper or hardback?
Paper.
Kindle or physical?
Oh, damn it. Physical.
Yay! I love physical. I can't do Kindle, and I say this every time I play this game. That it's too light. It doesn't feel real. Like, I don't know. It doesn't give me the
I get
sensory feedback that I need.
Yeah, like you're not turning a page, like you're literally just like clicking. And I think like the reason I'm so partial
Yes.
to like either is because I edit on my Kindle. So I'm like, I love my Kindle, I can edit. Otherwise, it's physical copy.
I hear about people like lying there in bed and they've got their Kindle on this arm, a bit like what I've got for the microphone, and they've got a little clicker and they're like hibernated under their duvets. Oh, I just couldn't. I'd fall asleep. Like,
I would too. I
doesn't
don't get how
sound enjoyable.
I don't get how
No.
people like bundle up and then they're like I would fall asleep immediately. That would be too cozy for me.
Yeah, I'd be gone.
Out.
Oh wow. Yeah, lights out. Library or bookshop?
Ooh, library.
First or third person?
Third person.
Nice. Realism or fantasy?
Fantasy.
Love triangle or steady romance? You can interpret steady romance as you wish.
Ooh. I have to say, the love triangle is so interesting. Love triangle.
It does have to be done really well, though.
It does. Yeah, like 100%. You have to be like very consistent with that to actually like pull people into the story.
Yeah, and it can't just be some hoe who's like bed hopping just because. Like, there's got to be reasons behind it.
There has to be
Right?
something. Like, it cannot be like, there's some whores in this house. Like, you can't do that.
Oh gosh, I got the song in my head now.
Yeah,
Oh, I
like,
want to
it
start
can't
clicking
just
so
be
bad.
like, it really can't. Ooh, that's my cat. Um, really can't be
Oh,
like
hello.
back and forth. Like, it really has to be like, okay, they're choosing between like, this sounds really bad, like 1 to 3 people. Like, anything more than that, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, but as long as it's done well, we'll run with love triangle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool. So, time travel or alternate universe?
Ooh, time travel.
Limited edition or basic?
Limited edition.
Do you read your limited editions?
I try to. My TBR is so long right now, and I have not gotten to read one of those yet, but I want to. It's the thought that counts.
Of course it is. Of course it is. I mean, there's one there.
Mm-hmm.
It will never be read. I'm telling you now, I cannot ruin the spine. I can't. So I would probably buy the paperback just to read that book.
I love that. I love having like bookshelf trophies. Those are just like the best.
Yes. That's what they're for. It's like they wouldn't spray them. I mean, they take so long if they're done by hand. And you know this because I'm writing a book that has a bookbinder who decorates books for a living, so I know how long they can take, like if they're done by hand. But
Yeah,
that's probably a machine, right? It's got to be a machine.
probably. Yeah, I know. I've seen a couple of people who like run them through a machine, and I'm like, damn, okay.
Adaptation or book first?
Ooh, book first.
Reread favorites or new book every time?
Ooh, new book.
Nice.
That's where I'm
Do you
at right
have
now.
any that you do read? Do you have any that you do reread every year?
So to be honest, I stopped reading for 10 years and I started at the beginning of
Wow.
last year. Yeah, I stopped completely. And then I was like, let me get into this little hobby and ended up reading like 10 books within 3 months.
Oh wow.
So,
Good going.
yeah, yeah. So I haven't really gotten a chance to reread because the first part of the year I spent reading my books. The second part of the year I spent writing my book. So I haven't had time to reread anything yet, but there are a couple that I'm like, I might have to do that.
So did you? So was it your recognition for reading? Is that what brought you back, like wanting to write your book, or did you always want to write this particular book?
No, it was when I started reading that the idea came to me for the book. And when I was younger, obviously, I was like, I want to be an author. And then it switched to being a journalist because I figured that was easier at the time. Because, back then people didn't really like indie publish, it was
Yeah.
mostly traditional. And, trying to find a book deal, it was like, okay, that's impossible. And so I always had the dream, but I didn't really think, I didn't really realize it until I started reading and I was like, I have this great idea. Why don't I just write my own book?
I love that. If they can do it, I can do it, right?
Yeah, like that was kind of where I was at because, I heard of like so many authors where they started younger than I was and their books blew up and, the concepts of their books just became such a big thing. And I was like, you know, like maybe my writing isn't like up to par as like theirs is, but being able to tell the story I think is important.
Of course. And it doesn't matter on anyone's writing capabilities or, what it doesn't matter. Like the way I see it is there is a reader for every writer and there is a writer for every reader. It doesn't matter. It's all like it's just their own like perception of it. It's their own, if as long as they get something from it, they've either learnt or grown. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It really doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. And it took me a long time to realize that because when I first started, I was like, this has to be a masterpiece. It has to be literary masterpiece. Everything has to be super complex and, everywhere. And then when I really like stopped to look at it, I was like, I think being myself would be better. I think, writing the way that I want to write and maybe breaking some sort of boundary in fantasy, I think that's what I want to do.
Sure. And as well, like just to add on, if you or if somebody was to write this absolute written worded masterpiece, if you can't live up to how you are in person, like in interviews and things like that, there's going to be that line of, oh, hang on a minute, their writing is completely different to how they speak. And I
Mm-hmm.
know you can have an author voice, you can have an author tone, but if it's not matching as you are in person, I don't know, it might just give a blur line, which makes them readers think, are they genuine? So 100% stick to your true authentic self and your readers will come.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what I was hoping for was finding the right readers who are willing to accept the fact that, you know, it may not be filled with all of these like beautiful strung together words, but it makes you feel something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. And I'm sure it is, just in your own way. And that is so important, and that's what we need more of.
Mm-hmm.
Loan books out or prized possessions?
Ooh, prized possessions. I don't know.
No one's getting my books.
No, I literally have like one of those. I have like one of those stamps that says like from the library of Regan Nikole. Stamp all my books.
I love that. If I had a stamp, it would say "Mine, bitch."
You know what? As it should, because it's like I bought this with my own money. I am not loaning this shit. Like, this is mine.
And like in America, books are hefty price. Like, wow.
They're so expensive.
They are not cheap. Yeah, I was
no,
like,
for like a hardcover,
flummoxed.
It's like $45 for a hardcover here. It's ridiculous. Like, it ranges from like 35 to like 45, and then like if you want to get like the special edition, it like goes for more than that. So like, it is so miserable here. Literally.
Do you know how much?
Oh my god.
So this one, guess it's hardback. It's sprayed, right?
Yeah.
Have a guess in the UK.
Like what, 17?
So inside, so how the UK do it is they would print the price in the sleeve. I don't know if you can see there.
Yeah.
So it's priced at 22, right?
Yeah.
But I actually still got it for £14.
Whoa. Okay. So you got a major discount there.
But it's not, because depends. So if this was, so the price inside is what a bookshop would sell them for. But I purchased this from Amazon, and obviously it was a seller. But they are then able to reduce the price unless it's within like Waterstones or any other bookshop. But even in like, we've got a place called The Works, and it's really good for like bundling books up. But they don't sell them for the price that's inside the sleeve. They sell them for whatever they think they are. So you can get a paperback for like £3.
Oh my god. What?
Yeah, girl.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like, we don't have options like that here. Like, you can obviously go to like a Goodwill or, you know, like a donation place or like a thrift store and like find books for like $3 to $4. But if you were to walk into a Barnes and Noble, that would not be the case. It would be like 17 to like $25 just to buy a paperback.
Oh my gosh. So what you call them Goodwill stores, obviously we call them charity shops. That's just the term that the UK have. And you can pick a book up for like £1.25.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's wild. Granted, it's secondhand, most of them, but still, you know, it's that's the only thing we're spoiled on, mind. Everything else is kaput.
Honestly, same here, because everything is so expensive. Like, I can't even verbalize how expensive everything is right now.
It is wild. Anyway, thick or slim books?
Thick.
Thick. Oh, yes. Fast-paced or slow build?
Ooh, fast-paced.
I like fast paced. But then if I see I'm such a mood reader. Sometimes do you know what? I want you to string it out and not tell me anything to the end. But it's very rare that I'm in that mood. But still, I like them.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger or wrapped up ending?
Damn, it really depends on the book, but I'm gonna say cliffhanger.
Nice. Multiple POVs or single?
Multiple.
Friends to lovers or lovers to enemies?
Lovers to enemies.
Do you know what? Since I've changed that round and it's thrown everybody off, I think they all say lovers to enemies.
Really?
Love.
Everyone?
Love. Yeah, lovers to enemies, like a married couple, and they absolutely hate each other by the end. Like, yeah, give me more. Come on.
Seriously, like, throw it out there. Get all of their, like, dirty laundry out there. I want to see everything.
Yeah, like dirt, soil, everything. Like, bury that body, you know? Dig up
No,
all
seriously.
the darkest secrets and just. Hey?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Oh.
Sorry, I was over here like dying laughing because you're over here like bury the body.
Oh. Yeah, just get rid of the bodies.
Whatever.
There's like a 2-second delay, so I'm like waiting with bated breath. Oh my gosh. New Year reading goals or just winging it?
New Year's goals.
Daytime reading or nighttime reading?
Nighttime.
Standalones or a series?
A series.
Do you have a favourite trope?
Ooh. One bed. Gotta be one bed.
One bed trope. Oh, there's no room in this inn.
Yeah, literally. Like, I literally have a sticker on my laptop that says one bed motel. Because I'm like,
I am forcing you into this situation.
literally, like, I was so close to doing that in my book, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like,
But this leads me perfectly on to, I'm not being rude, I am getting my phone out because I have, oh, that is it. I'm going to read out your tropes for your Moonwitch Chronicles book
do it.
because I love them and I think they're amazing. So give me just a few little bullet points, if you will, for each trope. And I know on your post it said, I have no reason for these, but I want reasons. You got it?
You want reasons? Okay, I'll do what I can. Because I'm like trying not to give too much away, but I'm like,
Yeah, don't spoil, obviously, but I need feeding.
got it. Okay, let's go.
He assigns himself to be her protector.
Oh, okay. So what I can give you is once she gets attacked by Crevel, he takes her somewhere to be healed. And when
Okay.
she's like, okay, great, I got it from here, let's wrap it up, he's like, hell no. Hell no. Like, you just got attacked. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I love that. Oh, I love it. So it's like it's that forced proximity of no, I ain't letting go now. I'm like a dog with a bone who's not been fed.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, he is like, I'm not letting you out of my sight. You're insane.
I love the next one. He doesn't wash her hair, but he bathes with her and confesses his darkest secret.
Oh, I don't know how much I can give away on this one because there's like a whole chapter dedicated to it.
So don't
Um,
don't push it. I mean, you can just do an eyebrow raise and a wink.
that's all I can give you.
Oh, it's it's the fact he doesn't wash her hair, but he still is in there. Like I'm getting like vibes, like
Yeah, like it's a very like I will say it's a very like tender moment between them. Like it really shapes their relationship and builds the trust because he is not very forthcoming with information. So that kind of builds their trust from there. And then she's like, "Oh, I understand why you act the way that you act. It makes sense to me now."
ah,
Hmm.
okay. So he's like vulnerable in water, and she's
Vulnerable.
there.
Yep, exactly. Vulnerable in water. She's there, and obviously I can't give away why they're in there, but
No, no, we don't. Well, we don't need to be fed that right now.
no, you can read it in April.
Yes, he would make anyone suffer for her, and she would burn the universe to the ground for him.
Oh, so I feel
I've
like
got
that's like,
goosebumps, like my nipples have gone hard.
oh my God, literally, like that's so
Ah,
self-explanatory. Like they will
my
literally do
face hurts.
anything. I, my face too. I feel like I've been just like smiling and like laughing this entire time, so I'm just like, ow. But I feel like that's super self-explanatory because they will literally do anything for each other. Like once they hit that point where they have like full trust, they will do absolutely anything. And I know that I've shared this before, but there's a point where Ronan says, "I would tear apart Emberly to find you." And he means that. He means that shit like 100%.
Oh, honestly, like, oh.
I know. I know. Like I said, like I don't have great explanations for these, but I'm like I can give you a little taste of like where I was coming from when
Yeah,
I wrote that.
you're given. You are putting the wet spoon on our tongues, and that's all we're getting.
Yep. That's it.
They seek revenge on the villain together, knowing they've both lost everything to them.
So what I can say about that is when Hazel's parents are murdered, the villain has
Oh,
something to do with it.
okay.
And that I would say that there are different events throughout the story that happen to like the entire group because there's five of them. So there's something that happened in each of their lives that all comes back to the villain.
Okay.
Every single thing.
So it's almost like full circle. So everything gets answered near enough.
Near enough. Yeah, like there's some things that aren't quite answered in the first book, which like obviously when I'm writing like the second and third, I'll throw all of that in there. But you kind of get a taste of like what they experienced.
Sure.
And yeah, like it just gives you a taste of that.
The family she's found will have to make sacrifices in order to keep each other safe, and they are willing to pay that price.
So
Ooh.
that kind of ties into the one that we just talked about because the group has so much trauma combined and so much that's happened to them. And when they figure out that the villain is behind all of these things that happen to them, they're like, okay, I'm willing to risk my life to get revenge and to protect those that I love.
Okay. I honestly, I am like, I've said this even before we arranged to do this episode. Like, I am so excited for yours because I was like, I need to pre-order, and you were like, you can't yet. Was there an issue with like Amazon or something? Like, you could only pre-order it if it was Kindle or something. But
Yeah, like it for some reason, Amazon for indie authors only gives like the option of Kindle, and then they wait until your actual release day to give you like to make every other copy available. So I'm like, what I'm going to do is order my author copies and I'm going to try to like send them out
yeah,
and hopefully
don't
hopefully
do.
they get to
I
people
won't.
in time.
I can't do that though because I am in England and it will cost an absolute fortune. So I'll
It
hold
will.
fire, but still, I'm like, I am so pumped for this. Like, it's just giving me more, and I'm like, just bloody hurry up.
I know. And like the thing is I mean technically my book was supposed to be published 2 days from now. Like initially. And then I had all of that shit go down that you know about and I had
Yeah.
to move it. So it was really just one of those things where I was like, I'm ready for it to be out there. I'm scared, but I'm ready for it to be out there. And knowing that I gave myself a little more time, I'm like, I needed that. I needed more time.
It's like I've said to you before, though, like, things happen for a reason,
Mhm.
and this was supposed to happen. And it will be so, it honestly, it'll be worth it so much. And you'll be thankful and you'll go, do you know what? I agree with what the stars gave me. It's
Mhm.
aligned perfectly, and you were able to like go through it a little bit more, so it it'll be perfect, and it will. You just don't believe it yet because it's not happened.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I feel like once it's actually like out in the world and people actually read it and I get reviews and everything else, like it'll feel so much more real for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
So your book is romance and fantasy, which technically is a genre blend. Do you read across genres?
For right now, I'm mostly into fantasy. I haven't really ventured into like horror or mystery. Like I haven't really ventured into those just yet because I had so many people recommend the stories that I've read and it was all like my best friends going, "Okay, you have to read this fantasy book. You have to read this one. You have to read this one." So, I will say I think the one book that I have on my shelf that maybe isn't fantasy is Lights Out, which I have not read yet. So I've heard that that's more of
Isn't
like
that
masked men.
smut?
Yeah, like it's supposed to be like straight up smut, from what I understand. Like,
Yeah. So I've got some friends who've read it and they've literally said they were soaked. That's all I'm gonna say.
oh my God. I I don't know if I'm prepared for that. That's my thing. Like I don't know if I'm prepared like cuz I read fuck what was the book? Kiss of the Basilisk. I read that one and I I still haven't even gone past like 66% because I'm scared to. I'm terrified.
because of smut, or
I think because it's some weird shit, Stuart.
oh, okay.
Like
I was like, why are you
I have
scared?
no, no, I'm fine with the smut. Like the smut is fine. It's beautiful, like perfect. I love the smut in it. But there is some like weird shit that happens in that book where I'm like, I don't know if it's like appropriate for me to read this. And I'm 28 years old. Like I feel like I should feel old enough to read that book, but I don't.
What's it called?
Kiss of the Basilisk.
Okay, I'll uh, I'll have to check it out. Have a little preview.
Yeah, like I would say read like the sample and see if it's like something that you're like into, but like they Stuart, they have a sexathon. They have a sexathon.
Oh,
Like yeah, like a
okay.
straight up sexathon. And he breaks her fucking hip. Yeah, like breaks it. And then like
How?
so the thing is they're basilisks, so obviously like they can like transform, so they go from like basilisk form to like human form. And apparently he was in human form and then he was like this shit is good, so he like turned into like basilisk form and like broke her in half essentially. Yeah. Like it was like
Oh,
intense shit. Like I was like reading it and I was like, but the thing is I'm gonna keep reading.
well, you got to find out if he breaks the other hip, right?
I literally, I'm like, I need to find out like what he does. And like the funny thing is I read the second book sample before I read the first book,
Okay.
and that was weird as shit too. So, and I enjoyed it. Like I shouldn't have enjoyed it, but like Miss Lindsay was sitting there talking about like they apparently have a cum fountain.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so they have like a fountain where people like do what they need to do, and then people drink from it, and they're like, "Yeah, it's for a celebration." What? It's so bad. It's so bad. Like I literally read it and I was like, "You cannot do that." Like there's just no way. And then like as I kept reading, I was like, "Oh no, they did. They did. That's what they're doing."
it makes it makes me wonder, like, I I would never even think about this. Like, if I was writing, like, do you know what I mean? Like, but it's a talking point. It's got us talking. I mean, you're sharing it with me, like, and you could talk about it for probably about another 30 minutes. Like, so it's doing its
Probably.
job. It's shock.
It
It's yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's definitely shock. And it's like one
Wow.
of those where I'm like, I know this is never getting a TV adaptation, like ever, because that shit would be so weird. Like them having actors try to like play all of that out. I can't imagine that ever being a thing. But I'm like, I'll enjoy the book, you know. And she's writing a third one right now. So
So it's doing well
it's
to
doing
continue
like
it
very
on.
well. Yeah, no, it's doing like super well. Like I'm trying to think of like she has like over 100,000 followers on Instagram, and like half of it is just like posting memes, and the other part is just her being chaotic about the books that she writes and being like, oh yeah, like I decided that I'm gonna do this, and everyone's like, bitch, what the fuck? I love whatever's wrong with you,
But
but like, what do you mean?
yeah, but they're still sitting on the train. I love that. That's like loyalty, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. Like she has so many people that are loyal to her and like back her up 100%. And I'm like, I really may be one of those bitches. Like, you're brilliant for coming up with this book. Like it's chaotic, but like I would have never thought of that.
I love. I mean, hats off. Hats off.
If you can get people that interested in a book, like whether they love it, whether they hate it, like I feel like you've won.
I feel like I need to go through mine now and just make it a bit more like shocking, but I'm not doing indie, so I need it to be a little bit more commercial. But don't know, might get myself blacklisted before I've even tried.
Yeah, if you go too dark, like you really may like put yourself in a
Yeah.
situation where they're like, I don't know.
What's something about your creative process that would surprise people?
Hmm. I, for this book, I did not use any note cards. I literally wrote in a notebook, just like the basic idea and like the names and everything else came from my head.
Oh wow. Did you plot?
I did like the tiniest bit where I was like, okay, this happens to Hazel's parents. Then she moves to like this portion and like meets Ronan at the blacksmith arena. Then she gets attacked. So like I had like bits and pieces, but everything else that was like filler was just like fly by the seat of my pants.
Okay. Do you ever grieve the versions of your work that never got made? I mean, you just say that you like it kind of came from your head, but was is there an element of what you've written? Because obviously we all start from the beginning, which is obviously first draft, and it's always rubbish, isn't it? Let's face it, no one
Hmm.
ever writes the perfect first draft, and if they do, there's some very, very peculiar and strange. Um,
Yeah,
do you grieve any of those? Like, let's say it's a particular, I don't know, subplot, or you change the character.
a little bit. I would say, okay, I'm trying not to give too much away. So, one plot that I really grieved was who Lavender ends up with. She ends up with someone in the group, and I can't tell you who, but trying to choose between them was probably the hardest thing that I've ever done.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess because I knew that I wanted something specific for my characters, and if she chose one of them, the other one would kind of like take the back burner in the book. And that was really hard for me because I wanted for that character to have like more of a storyline, but it just like did not fit with the first book. So I'm gonna have to like work really hard in the second book to make sure that like their story is actually told and told well.
So your is 3 books,
So 5. I'm planning
5.
5 books. I'm planning 5. Yeah. Um, because I'm an insane
Oh,
person.
wow.
I'm a maniac. I literally had this conversation with my husband the other day because he was like, we were actually talking about you. Funny enough, I was telling him, I was like,
Me?
oh yeah, I'm gonna be on, yeah, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be on Stuart's podcast. And actually, my husband said that he wanted to thank you for being such a good friend to me. He told me to mention that on this podcast.
Oh, oh, bless
He wanted to,
him.
the healing husband
Thank
wanted to say
you.
thank you.
Supportive husband.
I know, but we were
Thank
talking about it
you.
the other
Oh, bless him.
day. Oh, bless him. Seriously. He's the best. He was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for you to be on with Stuart. And I was like, oh yeah, you're watching the entire thing. The entire thing.
And if you blink, you got to start again.
Literally. I was like, no, you're not missing any of it. Like, you're going to watch the entire podcast and you're going to like it. But like, we
And
were
tell all
talking
your
about that the
friends.
other day. Yeah, no, literally, tell all your friends. Like, funny enough, actually, both of his bosses bought my book on Kindle.
Oh, I love that.
So, yeah, they
I love that.
apparently saw it when I posted about it and they were like, cool, we're gonna buy it. And I told my husband, I was like, hey, so both of your managers just bought my book. Um, Try not to get fired. Tell them I'm so sorry in advance. Like,
But this is good. This is good.
it is.
This
Yeah,
is
like it's
good.
great. It is. Like it's great because like word of mouth and people actually like pre-ordering my book. Um, but it really just I don't know. Like it kind of shocked me because I was like, damn, there's a lot of sex in that book. Like I really don't want them to like come up to my husband and be like, So, why did your wife write that? Uh,
He could literally just go to speak to respond and be like, but never actually say anything. Like that art comedy gold,
yeah,
comedy
literally.
gold.
And that's the thing, is that's how my husband is, like in real time. Like when someone says something to him, he'll be like, okay. Like he just, it's so funny. I cannot with him. But like we were talking about um how many books I was doing. And he was like, okay, cool. So you're doing three, right? And I was like, no, actually, I'm doing five. And he was like, five? You're doing five of these? And I was like, yeah, like the story, like I can't imagine it being any shorter than five books because I have so much of the story to tell. There's so much that happens. There's like, I've already pretty much plotted the five books in my head because I'm an insane person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, Kindle wise, that's amazing because people will read the first one, or like if you have the first one on offer or even the second one on offer and have the
Hmm.
rest towards the end at a full price, it's going to bring people through anyway. Like from a marketing perspective,
Hmm.
you always offer the first two at a discounted rate to pull them through.
Yeah.
um that's amazing. Like hats, but I'm gonna have no clothes on by this rate. Like everything off to you. Like bravo. Like I could not. I couldn't. I think because I'm such a mood person. Like I moody. I mood read. I
Hmm.
probably mood sleep. Like I don't go. I go to bed and I'm like I'm not actually tired, but I'm in bed anyway. Let's just rock out and do what I need to do to kind of get myself to sleep. But
Yeah.
so it's kind of it's just it's tough, but I mean, bravo.
Thank you.
Five. Oh my gosh.
Five. Yeah, I know. Like everyone that I tell, they're just like, how are you going to do that? And I'm like, honestly, I have no idea. Like I don't know. It's the delusion that drives
I
me.
mean, if the story's there, the story's got to be told, so just run with it. And I mean, there are fantasy authors that, I mean, there's an author, I'm not going to say a name, but they have just released announced that they're doing 6 and 7. But even
Hmm.
still, people were like, I thought this ended, but actually it's continuing on. So it, things carry on. So
Yeah.
amazing. I think it's great. What keeps pulling you back to writing more? Just linking that in there then.
I think just like what you said, like if there's a story, you have to tell it. And that's kind of like my main thing is like I'm not through with the story yet and Hazel's story isn't done yet. So I need to do the best I can to roll these out and, keep the motivation to write as much as possible because I think like there are times where you're like, I do not feel like writing.
Yeah.
Like I don't have the energy for it. I don't feel like it's something that I need to do right now. And I think having those in place is going to kind of, I don't want to say force me, but really like encourage me to keep writing because I'll know like
Mm.
the story isn't done yet. I have to keep going because there are people expecting some sort of ending.
If your creativity could talk back to you, what do you think it would say?
Stop being a chaotic bitch.
Just stop. Just stop.
Just like stop it completely because like I talked about this too, but like I have so many like plot twists throughout my book where just like random shit will just like pop up. And I think my creativity is like you could have just stuck with like one or two things. You did not have to go that hard in the book. Like, especially not the first one.
But you need it to pull. You need it.
Hmm.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That is so funny. Do you know what mine would say to me?
Oh God, what?
Mine would say, can you just hurry up now and finish? Because you are fucking edging us.
You know, honestly, I get that because I'm like sitting here patiently waiting for you to get done. Like I am just like waiting. I because you sent me that one chapter and I messaged you back and I was like, "Fuck, Stuart." I was like, "I wish I wrote this. Damn it."
Ah, thank you. Thank you. Oh, honestly, you've made me feel all warm and cold at the same time, which is bizarre because I might wet myself. Oh, mate, honestly. Yeah, it's, it's I worry that if I was to force myself to finish, it won't continue being what I've set out for it to be, and it will change too much. That's what I'm worried about. So I've taken the pressure off because I did set a date for things to be done, but actually I can't. My family dynamic does not allow me to become too regimented and too strict. If No, not if we're putting positive affirmations out into the atmosphere right now, but when I am agented and traditionally published,
Hmm.
there will be a year to be able to do it. But right now, because it's my first, it's always going to be my baby. I want to experience everything for not as long as possible, but really feel it, because once the ball starts rolling, there ain't no slowing it down,
Hmm.
so that's it's a first for everything, like when your child starts wriggling on the floor, like that's
Hmm.
it. They've wriggled. They're never gonna have the moment where they're gonna wriggle for the first time. It's the same with
Hmm.
writing. It's the same with the first book. And I just think, yeah, I'm edging it. I'm milking it a little bit, but I need it to be right. It needs to feel right.
Yeah, you're holding
But
on to it for as
it's
long as possible.
Yeah, and I stress this to other authors and creatives and writers, but just because you're not sat at a desk with a notepad and pen or with your keyboard rattling on your fingers, it does not mean that you're not thinking about it and working and progressing forward. It's
Hmm.
constant. It's in the shower. It's taking the kids to school and walking back and just having this daydream world of, like, what my main character is going to get up to in this particular scene that I don't know where it's going to fit into the book. But
Yeah,
oh my god, I'm going to tell you something now, because I know you've read, because you're part of my beta group, aren't you? Because you're
I am.
amazing. um I'm just going to say bubble wrap plays a big part. Bubble wrap, you know what bubble wrap is, right?
I do. I'm trying to figure out how that has anything to do with it, and I'm so excited to figure it
I,
out.
um so my Instagram went through a blackout phase, and I made a big hoo-ha about it, and everyone was like, what is going on, what is going on? Nothing really happened, because I was just the it is happening, but no one will know until my book is out, because everything I post, from the background to the lettering to the choice of colors, there are Easter eggs in every single post that I am putting out. So when you see a little bit of scrap paper, depending on what it says on that scrap piece of paper, which is not the post, but it's in the post,
Hmm.
it's in my reel, bubble wrap, it's there. It's like I'm giving everyone little pointers and tasters. So
Yeah,
once you read the book, you'll go, oh my god, I totally get it now. Ooh. You'll be like, ooh.
like a seal, just like
Yeah, that was my seal. Ooh.
you
God.
got the noise and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
whatever they sound like. Yeah, so I'm just excited for both of us, to be fair. So, but yeah, bubble wrap plays a very important part.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have to know what that is. I'm so excited to beta read. Oh my god.
It's coming. So I mean, I think I've told you and the others because there's four of you. So I'm nearly 100 pages deep where I'm happy with it, and then once I've
Mhm.
gone past that point, I'll start releasing bits because I don't think I can work on two bits at the same time. I don't think I could. So I'm going to finish doing my first draft for the rest of the book. It's plotted, it just needs to be kind of fined.
Mhm.
And then I'll start releasing it out, and then I can start from the beginning again and go through as you guys give me feedback back. So that's how I'm going to work. So we're nearly there. We are very nearly there.
Fingers
I
crossed.
don't know where we got
Looking
up
for it.
to in my everything crossed, everything crossed. What does a good day look like when you're not writing or working on your book?
I would say being able to hang out with my kids. That's a big one. Being able to
I love
like
that.
watch Disney movies with them and stuff, and then being able to watch Bridgerton with my
Oh.
husband because
Bridgerton. Oh my
Bridgerton.
gosh.
Oh my god.
So so for the listeners, Regan and I, well, Regan was ahead of me. Did I
I
finish it
was.
before you? I can't remember.
No, I finished it before you because I remember telling you, like, watch the last
Yes.
episode all the way through because I didn't, and for 2 days I was so confused.
Yes. Oh my god, like I was so frustrated. Probably 85% of this season's Bridgerton, I was frustrated because I can't remember his name. What's his name? Benedict.
Benedict.
He
Yep.
needed He needed glasses. He needed smacking around the face. His mum needed to sort him out and give him a right good wet clipped ear. Like,
Something.
no. How did you not know, Benedict, that just by doing this to somebody, you'll be able to tell
Yeah,
when he spent
literally
most what? Like he spent like three blooming episodes looking at people's mouths, but yet didn't look at hers, and then he was kissing it, and I'm like, how? Like,
literally. And
he's
the thing
stupid.
is because when he gets like stabbed or whatever and he's like writhing in bed and she's like trying to help him and stuff, he's like kiss me and he realizes it's her and then he fucking forgets.
Because he's having like a fever. Oh, honestly,
Literally.
I was frustrated. And then when his mum was like, what's her name? Violet.
Violet.
Is it Violet?
Mhm.
Yeah. When she was like, she was smelling scent, wasn't she? Of like figuring things out. I was like, come on, girl. And then she gets side blinded by the other guy who wants to cop his leg over her. And I'm like, no, stop getting into bed and sort your family out.
Liter- Literally, I am the tea that you'll be having. Like,
Yes.
oh my god. And
Tea.
the fact that Benedict
My
was
husband
doing the
said to me, he
same
was
thing
like,
at the same time.
and yeah, it was a little bit weird. I, oh, I am the tea. And I am the biscuit. Oh.
Oh my god.
Dunk,
If Lord
dunk.
Anderson would have said that, I would have been like, if he said, okay, I'm the biscuit, I would have been like, damn.
I would have died. I would have died.
I
Oh,
would have lost it.
oh my gosh. That you do actually have a question from some of the fans, and I think there
Okay.
is one linked to Bridgerton actually, so we can jump straight to those. I think so.
Okay.
Who? Okay, this is really nasty. Who is your favorite word nerd?
Oh, that is so mean. That is so mean. Oh my God.
It- Don't answer that. That's absolutely ridiculous. But it's actually come from a word nerd. So you know who you are,
Oh my
princess.
God. I feel like I know who it is.
When
I feel like I know exactly who asked that question. So I'm like, girl.
well, you can go for them. Yeah, you can go for them. Do you have any side projects on the go currently?
So I don't have anything that I'm like currently typing up, but I will say I have an idea for like a racing romance.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to like type that out when I get done with the second book. And funny enough, my husband is gonna be a co-writer. Yeah.
Oh,
So he's gonna co-write with me.
I love this. I love
Because
this.
he's the car guy. So he knows all of like the technical stuff. So if I'm like, oh yeah, something happened with the engine, people are gonna be like, girl, what the fuck? So I'm gonna have him explain all of that to me and tell me what needs to be included. And he's gonna
I
co-write
love
it with me.
that. Amazing. See, he's perfect. He's the perfect husband. God,
He
girl, you are
literally is.
lucky.
I really am. After the shit that I've been through, I needed I needed a good husband.
He's your star. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Are there any authors you take inspiration from?
Ooh, I would say Callie Hart. Quicksilver was life changing for me. Like Callie Hart, I just love her writing. I love who she is
Love
as a
Quicksilver.
person. Like she is just such a gem. I feel like every time she posts something, every time she talks about Quicksilver, you can just tell that she has such a love for the story and she wants to do well by her readers and by her characters, which I think is just the coolest.
I I read Quicksilver in I think it was 3 days.
Oh my God.
And mind you, my days start when my children go to school, so I don't
Mhm,
have a massive win. I couldn't read all day. I could only
mhm.
read when they weren't in the home. So 3 days, I devoured it. I was obsessed, and I know some people have really struggled with it. They're like, I just can't get past this point, and I'm like, you've got to get over that sand dune. You've got to where she like topples down and she has this little fight by the pool. You've got to get to that point, and they just can't. They're like, oh no. I'm like, just get to it.
No, literally, just get to that part. And like the minute
That's where it
that,
ramps.
yeah,
Yes.
the minute that Fisher shows up, like that's kind of the point where you're like, okay, damn, like things are about to go down. So
Yeah,
you
and
have to get past that.
is yeah, that is where the story starts between
Hmm.
them. Whereas the bit before is kind of just forgive me, I can't remember her character's name, but um that's just her backstory and then it just gets dripped through, doesn't it? It's just I loved it, absolutely loved it. I do have Brimstone, I'm staring at it right now. I do have
Are
that
you
to go. But I'm hey, have you read it already?
okay? So I read chapters. I think I read to like chapter 7, and then that was kind of the point where I was like, okay, I need to get back to my book. So I have not finished
Ah.
it, but there was also like this thing where like everyone was like freaking out about Brimstone because they said that like it wasn't edited correctly and like there was like so much stuff that like surrounded that and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a break from this for a minute because like everyone's flipping the hell out and I have no idea why.
I can see past it, Larry's like whatever. There was clearly some pressure to get the book out. You know, you've got
Literally.
to ride the wave, and when the wave is high, you've got to ride. And
Yeah,
it came out quick, like
kid.
because obviously it has to go through editing, and obviously it was just sped through, and then it has to go into publication like months before it's even released. It's not like the week before, it's months before.
Yeah.
And I can see past things like that, whatever, as long as the story feeds me and waters me every now and again, wink, um it's cool. I'm cool with it.
Me too. And that was kind of the thing is like I was reading it and I was like, okay, there's like so much surrounding this right now. Like I just don't have the energy to like defend myself if I'm reading the book and like everyone like
Yeah,
hating on it right
no,
now. I was like,
I
I just don't have the energy for that. So I stopped and I'm planning on getting back to it because I actually have like three books that I need to get back to because I'm the worst. Um, so
I can't do that. I have to read one, finish it, and then go on to another one. I can't start. No,
mm, I get that.
no, can't do that.
I get
Which
that.
season of Bridgerton is your favourite? Oh, this
Oh God.
question's from me.
Oh, is that for you? Which one's yours? I want to know what yours is.
Oh, okay. What season have we just had? Was that four? Four. That was four. Okay, so see, I love the first one for different reasons. Okay, so it is a toss up between the first season and the third season.
That's fair. Yeah, I could see that. That would probably be my answer too, because I feel like in the third season, they set up Benedict so well. Like the way that they kind of
Yes,
like brought him up and like, like his sexuality. Like that was a big one too. Like that was like the first time you really
yes,
see like his sexuality and how he's feeling and him being bisexual. Like I thought that that was really important because I'm bisexual and like back in those days, like that was obviously not accepted at any point. So like I guess like him being brave enough to go through that, like it was just one of those things where I was like, I really love that they like worked this into the story. I feel like that's so important to have that representation.
I think people forget as well, like, and it's television, but back in those days, the people that we have around us now were already there. They
Hmm.
were already there,
They
whether
were.
they hid it or, you know, they were already there.
They
They didn't
were.
just sprout up from the ground. Like, this has been going on for generations and generations and generations.
Yeah,
I swear
just
the
because they
dinosaurs
had
were
to.
gay. They had to have been. Like,
Honestly, like that's a fair point. Like I feel like that's a pretty fair point. Like it's just one of those things where like you really think about it and you're like, "Oh my God, like back in those days, like they truly had to hide it." And like people act like this is
yeah.
like some new thing. Like people are just like sprouting up gay. And I'm like, that's
No.
literally not what's happening. Like this has been, I mean, fuck Stonewall. Like that was years and years and years. Like, and they were there far before that. Far, far, far
Yeah.
before that.
Far before. They were gay on the Titanic. They were gay way before. Like, even like
Way before.
Greek mythological times, like there is even evidence that men like had sexual relations with other men for pleasure
Yeah,
if we
yeah,
don't want to.
yeah, exactly. And like, I think like that's why the third season is so so important because it really like highlights that and makes it clear that like
Yes.
he had a safe space, which I feel like a lot of people back then didn't have. Like he had a safe space to express himself and be bisexual and have those relationships with a man and a woman. And I feel like that wasn't something that actually happened back in the day. So it was really nice seeing
Yes.
that, like a protected space.
It was. Now we have come to the closing game. That is, you have 30 seconds to pitch your book. No pressure. It's meant to be fun.
This story is about a fae named Hazel Firelight who loses her parents to a grisly murder when she's 8 years old. 10 years later, she is trading. She has taken over their network and she gets attacked outside of the blacksmith arena and discovers that she has stones that glow. After that, she goes on an adventure with Ronan to ensure that her best friend is safe. And once they do that, they go along with his friends, Torin and Cal, to discover who the ruler of darkness is and why there is darkness in Emberley, along with the meaning behind the stones. And that's it. That's what I got.
And that's all she's going to give us. I
Yep.
love that. I've said this to you all the way along, even like way before we did podcast, or even before I was podcasting. Like, I am super excited about your book. So thank you so much again for coming on. Honestly, Regan Nikole, everybody, thank you.
Of course.
I've had a blast.
Me too.
And as always, the links are in the show notes to pre-order for Kindle the Moonwitch Chronicles, and I'm sure I'll update and put a link on when the Moonwitch Chronicles is available to be purchased for paperback. I have had a blast. I hope you have too.
I have 100%.
Perfect. And thank you to our wonderful listeners. If you haven't already done so, what are you doing? Please do click that like button and hit subscribe to never miss a chaotic episode. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Right.